capstone projects. Okay, yeah, so good morning, everyone. So today we'll be talking about email marketing and digital marketing strategy, basically. Today is the last class we'll be having for this bootcamp. So you can have enough days to work on your capstone project, which was discussed last week by myself and Anita concerning the products you will use as case studies for your capstone project, which will eventually determine who will be getting certification for this bootcamp, right? So I'm going to touch email marketing and digital marketing strategy. So the whole project, your capstone project, is like covering everything we've talked about in since the beginning of this bootcamp. Every strategy we've discussed, every tool we've touched. Mr. Barrow, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Yeah, so the capstone project covers every aspect of digital marketing that we've touched in this bootcamp. And like I said, like these tools are available, and we've created this bootcamp to give you as much information as you need to be a successful digital marketer. So now the ball is in your court to now use these tools and develop a working strategy that can help your organization achieve their goals and objectives. So email marketing, let's touch email marketing real quick. So email marketing, we are very familiar with it. Almost everyone has either gotten an email from a platform we purchased something from. We might have signed up for a newsletter before. Probably we are trying to get information on something. Then we had to like sign up for the newsletter, or you might have submitted your email in exchange for a gift, a product, a voucher, an ebook or something. You might have done any of that. So email marketing is not something new. It has been for a very long time. It's one of the oldest digital marketing channels, email marketing. So we are very familiar with the popular ones like the Gmail and the Yahoo Mail, right? Yeah, but there are other email marketing tools that does more than just send your email to people. So it's also part of our strategy for digital marketing to have a remarketing strategy. So a remarketing strategy is basically a way of selling, remarketing, or will I say a way of advertising for a second time. Is a second chance for you to advertise to your potential customers again, right? You've actually run your ads, you've set up your perfect campaign, nice ad copies, great graphics and videos, then your ad start running, right? Every consumer might have their own. There's a consumer journey, right? And sometimes customers might take time to take the desired action, right? Somebody might be trying to buy a product on your e-commerce platform now. They've added it to cart. Instead of checking out, they forgot, they got distracted, they had to do something else and they abandoned it. But because you have their email, you have a second chance, right? You have a second chance to always communicate to them and make them take that action so they can convert. So that's basically what email marketing is for. The aim is to convert, right? You convert your potential, your leads, convert leads. Basically one of the main strong points of email marketing. So email marketing is a process of promoting products, services, or events. And also, I would like if somebody can remind me about ChatGPT before the end of this class, so that I don't forget. I want to show us a couple of things on it. I hope I don't forget. So email marketing, like here, is a process of promoting products, services, or business through email campaigns. Is a type of direct marketing that uses email as a medium to communicate. Yeah. So basically, what we've talked about, everybody know what that is. So email list building and segmentation. So this is one of the important things of email, because you have to have a source where you are. How are you getting your customers? How are you getting this list, this set of emails you want to send newsletter or broadcast to? You need that list. So most of the time, ways to build your list is through, for first of all, probably from your offline channel. If you have a physical store, your customers come in, they write their email down. You can always use that to start building your email list. You can build your email list by creating a lead generation form. From You can run ads, lead gen ads on lead gen ads on Facebook or any other platform, where you just basically have a form where you get people's email. So that's another way of getting email list, of building your email list. Yeah. So through offline or online, rather by asking them to sign up for a newsletter on your website, running a lead gen campaign, or giving something in return, giving value in return for email. Probably have probably in your industry, there is something you feel people might need to know, a checklist, an ebook, a what do I call it now, a cheat sheet or whatever, free templates. You can always use that in exchange for email. That's what they call lead bait or lead magnets. So you can always use that to build your email list. So email list building and segmentation are two different things. For list building, what you have to do is just acquire new emails through this XYZ that I've listed earlier now, where you do any of offering freebies. You can see freebies, lead magnets in exchange for email, sign up form on your website, running paid ads to attract subscribers, and all of that. Those are ways you can build your list. Then after building your list, you have to segment them. Segmenting your list now means you can do that through using tags. On email platforms now, they have tags where you can use to as well, segment on your email platform. But there's also tags. There's one other one I've forgotten that helps you segment your audience based on the action and their demographics, behavior, interest, etc. Like, for example, you might have people that, okay, they signed up and they took action to your website up to the checkout point. They didn't eventually buy, but they got to add to cart. You can add a segment of those people by having some tags on your website. You can actually track those people that got to that point. Then you can have tailored emails to those set of people. Then you have people that probably just signed up from your newsletter that didn't actually sign up to buy. So there are different customer journey, different junctions at which people opt into your email list. Then it's important you have tailored communication to these people based on their demographics, their behavior, their interests, and so on. So this help you improve your open rates. These are the rates at which people open your email, because the more they feel connected to those sets of emails, to those language, your communication, the more it speaks to them, the more inclined they are to open, right? And the click-through rates as well, it means it increases. Then it reduces unsubscribe rates, because they know these people actually know me. These people are actually speaking my language. They actually know my problem, and they are providing value for that, solutions to it. So it reduces the rate at which people would unsubscribe, and it also increases engagement on your emails. You get replies, you get clicks, people taking the action you want them to take. So it's always important to have segments on your email, having emails for example, HackCity now, we have emails for people who participated, a segment of people participated in Bootcamp 1. It's a segment for people who participated in our training before now. So when we are sending emails, we can always tailor those emails specifically to these people, and they actually feel known. So it's basically personalized communication, which is one of the advantages of digital marketing in essence, having the opportunity to know your customers and personalize messages to them. So yeah, effective email campaign. This is a strategy to for you to send an effective email campaign. You have your define your campaign objective. What is the essence of this email? Why am I sending this email? There are a lot of objectives. Do you just want to send a one-off email? Do you want to send drip set of emails? They will call something drip campaigns, where you have series of emails set lined out for a particular set of customers, where you can have a segment of customers that you want to take XYZ action. Then you have set of drip emails. They call it drip emails. They call it sequences or automations of email, where you line up these emails are like premeditated. You've designed them to actually connect with your potential audience, actually, because you have their email and they are your audience. Then you have this set of emails designed. For example, email one might be welcoming the person to your newsletter. Thanks for signing up for our newsletter, blah 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 blah, a welcome message. Then the following one might be a message about one of your products. The next one might be a message telling the person they have a discount which they can get. This set of emails can always be programmed and they just roll out. You can have them spaced within 3 days, spaced within 1 week. They deliver. If you want them to deliver at the same time, you can always do that. You want them to deliver every Monday by 7 a.m. You want them to deliver every Tuesday by 6 p.m. Depending on what works for you. It's always important to have an objective, what you are trying to achieve with your email campaign. So you don't just roll out those emails, right? So we have the first thing is to define your campaign objective, then build a quality email list. Yeah, you build a quality email list from the strategies we listed above before. Now use lead magnets, uh, website sign up forms, and other tactics, right? You can always use any of these to build your email list, like I mentioned, sign up form, exchange, lead gen campaigns, and all of that. Just a second. And you segment your list. We've highlighted the importance of having segments for your list so that you can increase your open rates, click-through rates, reduce bounce rates, reduce unsubscribe rates. So why it's important you have your segments. Then you create a compelling content. That's important. Since you have your audience well defined, it's important you create a content that speaks directly to this set of people, that actually talks to them, that they understand, so they can actually take the action you want them to take. Then include a CTA, a call to action. Since you have an objective, then you have to put a CTA to achieve that objective, right? Do you want them to check out a product on your page? Do you want them to use a discount code? You have to put a CTA that redirects to where you want them to take the final action. Then you test and optimize. Test and optimizing means you actually you do A and B testing, right? You send this campaign with probably XYZ subject line, which is your subject that appears on your email. You can always test with another type of subject line to see which one performs better, to know what to stick with, what not to stick with. You might write a content in this style, then you see it doesn't work. It seems people don't appreciate that. Then you go another route. You might give a discount, and people might not necessarily be inclined or moved to use your discount is not compelling enough to make them want to take the required action. You can always walk around it or offer something which is more valuable, might not necessarily be a discount. So it's always important to test and optimize, not just run your campaigns and leave them. See what works, see what doesn't work, and improve on them. So I added a link here on effective email campaign where you can always check. You can check to also serve as a guideline for you to know what are the best tactics or strategies to actually send an effective to create that masterpiece of email campaign. So I'm also going to drop it. I've sent it in the group, so you can check for full list of things with better, with detailed explanation, written explanation, not the one I'm saying with my mouth now. So we are going to talk about measuring performance of your email campaign, then your email marketing tools, right? We have, so let's just touch that. We have MailChimp, we have HubSpot. HubSpot is a CRM tool, but it has email marketing software inside. So it can go for an email marketing tool as well. We have EngageBay, we have ConvertKit, and most of the time, email marketing tools now are more morphing into CRM tools where they include other things for you to actually explore rather than just having you send emails. Now you can do other things in terms of managing your customers, setting up pop-up forms, etc., and all of that, which we are going to touch now. So these are some of the email marketing tools that you can always use. There are other ones, but MailChimp has always been like my go-to from time. I've used a couple of others, but they don't have the quality of templates in terms of your email marketing templates, and the usability is easy to use MailChimp compared to other ones. But this HubSpot is one of the biggest CRM tools. I've not used it before. I've used because it's quite expensive anyway. So I've used EngageBay, which I'm going to show you. Then ConvertKit, I've used this before. I don't like it as much. I would prefer EngageBay to ConvertKit any day. So you can only, depending on your organization, you can always make recommendations, and you can always check out other email marketing tools that you can use and see which one fits into what you want. Most of the time, email marketing tools and the CRM tools have the email part. They have the sales part. They have your live chats. They have your social media section, and all of that. So we are just going to go through measuring performance. We'll do that with MailChimp, and I'll show us a bit of other email marketing tools on EngageBay. Then I think we are good with email marketing, because once you have this guideline to setting up your content, what is important is you having an objective, building your list, then creating that compelling content that speaks directly to your audience. Then you include a CTA, then you test and optimize. So we are just going to go into MailChimp real quick. Does anyone have any question on what I've explained so far on email marketing? Okay, so, or does anyone have any email marketing tool they've used that I didn't mention that you might want to mention? Somebody might find it useful. Omolade, do you have any email marketing tool you've used other than the one I mentioned? Ekundayo, Idara, okay, Mr. Barrow.
Yeah, I think I have one, but I can't really. I'm trying to remember the complete name, the exact name. It's something. I think Send It, something like that. That one too is
Send
also
it.
a platform for Send It. Yeah, I think it's Send It, but I'll remember and send it in the comment section. It's something. It
Is
should
it
be Send It,
SendGrid?
sir.
Is it SendGrid?
No. It's. I'll remember and just type it. It's also a
Yeah,
platform where
you
you
can
can
just drop
send
it in.
more. Yes, sir. You can send more. You have option of sending more email, because like Mailchimp has though it offer a free version, offers quite a number of emails that you can send,
Yeah.
but it's still a number of this thing you can send. That one is kind of have more option better option and features, and also give room for sending more messages using the free version of it.
Oh, okay, okay, that's nice.
Yes.
So for MailChimp, I think it's 2,000 subscribers. You can send as free emails for up to 2,000 subscribers. Once you've crossed 2K sub, you would have to pay. So yeah, so this is MailChimp, and I'm sure MailChimp is very popular. Most everybody
You
knows
see
what
am,
MailChimp.
you see the guy.
Can you mute? Sorry. Okay, thank you. So this is MailChimp now. We have you can see this section, you have all campaigns, you have your campaign manager where you can see plan and utilize, visualize multiple channel campaigns. Yeah, this is more like allowing you to see a dashboard that allows you see everything you are doing on social media and every other aspect of your overall marketing, right? So this shows all your campaigns. I know everybody have used MailChimp before. I'm just going to be real quick with this one. I'll just show us. So this is your campaign. Then you have automations. Like I said, the automations, it's the user journey, right? You have your user journey where I was talking about, I talked about a drip campaign. You can always, you can see, for example, welcome new contacts. There is recover abandoned cats. So this is for people who actually got to your cart page and didn't take an action. Drip emails, they call it drip campaigns. Here you customers, probably you have a tag for them. It's important to always have tag for your what kind of messages they will need. If they've already made the purchase, there should be a tag that differentiates someone who has not made a purchase and someone who has, right? So you can only have tags for buyers, tags for people who have added to carts but have not. So those tags will even help you develop all these campaigns that you can send. You can say create repeat customers. They've purchased before, but you want them to buy again. You can always develop campaigns for that. Then you have celebrate customer birthdays. So this can be used to celebrate birthdays of customers if you collect their birthdays as part of your information you get from them. Find new contacts with Facebook lead ads. So this is like running campaigns on Facebook, but now you're connecting it to MailChimp, where once they add their email, it automatically adds to MailChimp. One of the things that's important with email marketing is integrating it with your website. It's important you integrate it with your website because so that you can get synced information from your website and probably to your ads as well. So, for example, this is a pop-up form now where you have you what you see when you are like some things like this. You need to have your email tags firing on your website, which is also one of the things we eventually get manager because so that people can sign up to something that you have to have your tag on your website before you can file. Then you have this one, then you have your live chat, depending on what CRM tool you are using. You can also have a live chat plugin on your website. So it's always important that your website is connected to your email marketing platform that you whatever and recover lost customers. Probably you have people that have not been responding to emails and you're trying to just wake them back up. You can always create customer journey. So this customer journey here with drip campaign is the same thing. So you can see a whole lot. Add customers from QuickBooks. This is if you have a QuickBooks, you can always add contacts to audience from QuickBooks. Probably you have contacts on your QuickBooks account. You can connect it. This is from Instagram. This is from YouTube. This is from Calendly, Slack messages, add contacts from Excel. So you can always use any of this. And this is from Referral Candy. Depending on anything you want to you can see the other, which is one of the reasons why I like MailChimp. They kind of have a templates for almost all of these things. So you just have to like click it and they walk you through setting it up, compared to where you have to, some platforms you have to start Googling and checking how to get this kind of thing set up. So you can always explore depending on whatever you want to do on this end to set up your customer journey email. So those emails are like, you can have 4 5 depending on whatever you want to do. So this is a transactional email format. I have to upgrade to paid before I can use it. Then you come to your audience, right? This is your audience dashboard. So you can see this is your audience dashboard. You can see the segments and tags here. These are the tags now. So you can easily send messages to this set of people alone. You can see it's always important to have tags on your website, on your on your email campaign, so you can separate people based on their on where they belong. Then you can have tailored information for them. For example, we have bootcamp applicants here. These are people who applied. These are people who are in the bootcamp actually. So from here now, you can target these people if you have maybe an upcoming bootcamp or something that these people will not probably be interested in because they've participated in the bootcamp before, right? So it's always important to add tags. You can always add a tag from here, view all tags. So you can always have your tags here. You can create a tag from here, bulk tag contacts. You can do bulk, which is also important, which is one of the reasons why you use email marketing software anyways. So you can take action to 1,000 of customers at a go instead of sending the limitations of Gmail and all of that. So that is for tags. Now you can always create a new tag here. You upload a file, and it's important to know that when you're uploading file for email, you should upload in CSV, your Excel. You click on save as, and you save as CSV file, or you save as you can always just put it on a notepad and upload. But because you would have different field for first name, last name, phone number, email address, sometimes date of birth if you accept it. So these fields have to be present, which is why you probably most likely have to use CSV or tab the delimited file. But I use CSV most of the time, so it's important to use CSV file as well to kind of if you intend to upload contacts to your account here. Then you have sign up forms. This is a pop-up form that shows on your website that was showing you just some minutes back now. You can build them from here. You have form builder, embedded form, subscriber pop-up. They can even have other type of forms on your website, or probably even attached to your email. You can have it like this. For maybe you want to send a survey form to them. Once you send it to their email box and they open and they click to take survey, it takes them to a landing page where they see your questions for your survey. You can always do that. with this form builder. I think they have a segment for that here as well, here, which you can always use to get surveys, right? You can always use this as well. Then there's segments that we're talking, audience segmentation is important to have. Segments, you can always segment by location, you can see by activity and more. If you click create segment now, it's going to add a name for you. Let's say test. Then you have a add filter where you can always select filter, right? Tags, address, admission number, birthday, contact rating, email address, first name, full name. These are all the filters you can use. Date added, sign up source. Source might be a good way. One of the best ways to probably use would be a source. I tell people, where do they come from? Did they come from the sign up form? Did they come from the add to cart section? Did they come from from your Facebook lead gen ad? You understand? So depending on your strategy, you determine what is important to track as a segment. Then one of a contact rating might also be a good way. This contact rating is calculated by their response rate to your emails and all of that. So this can also be a way to segment. Then you can segment by location. If your business if location is an important factor in your business, you can only segment people by their location so that you can give them tailored offers. Or if you have a store opening in XYZ location, you can always just send emails to people in that location. Maybe they've been requesting for a physical store in that particular area and they've been probably using your online store. Then you have a physical store there. You can always send an email broadcast telling them, now we have a physical store in your location. It will be wrong for you to send we have a physical store in let's say Victoria Island to people living in Oshodi. So that's one of the reasons why you have to use segments. Then you have your survey, then you have your inbox. Here you can just manage replies to emails. People will reply to your emails. They pop up here and all of that. Then you go to your analytics, which is measuring your performance, right? I'm not interested. So your analytics shows you this. This is a sample data. This is not original data. Is that screen? Yeah, this is a sample. I'm seeing $1,500. $1,500. So this is a sample data, but we can only see your reports here or your emails. So reports metrics to take note of is your open rate, your click-through rate. Second, I'm trying to load this. Yeah, I can see Faith now. I can see Stephanie, Grace. Welcome, guys. Ekundayo, welcome. Like I said earlier, today is like our last class. So after I'm treating email marketing and digital marketing strategy. So digital marketing strategy is just showing you how to develop your capstone project, which was discussed with you last week. So, and it's like an overall of everything we've learned in the course of this boot camp, putting it to use to develop a working strategy for the product, which would eventually give you insights and the experience to develop a digital marketing strategy whenever you are asked to, probably as a proposal to an organization, or you've gotten a job, and to set your foot on the right path, you have to design a strategy that the organization is going to adopt and follow. So we are going to treat that, but let's just finish with these reports now. So this is measuring your performance with email templates, with email marketing, right? Now you can see your opens, your click. Let's see view reports. Let's see view report on this email. Oh, let's use this one. So your report is basically this. You have your, so you can see your report shows you overview. You have your recipients, you have your opened, clicked, bounce, unsubscribe. Then you see your successful deliveries, click per unique opens. That's 88.9%. Why we have high numbers is because the emails was segments. You can see segments, campaign pasted, specific people. We are not sending it to everybody. So that's why we have this 43 public people opened and opened again. Then you have total clicks 45. Then you have your content optimizer, which tells you schemability, text and visuals, great work. Then you have your typography, looking good, links and CTA. You have 2 links out of 3. Your schemability is 1 out of 3. So let's see this school report. So this is the rating of the email, which is 9 out of 12. Even now, I think they have this AI thing working with emails as well, which can help you to develop your content so that you have your content is well optimized for good opening. So hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. It was cutting
Oh,
in and
sorry
out.
about that. I think my network acted up for a while. Sorry.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. So this shows your report, right? So we can always come back here. Let's see to reports. Yeah. So let's open another one now. So basically, your report shows you how your ads, how your campaigns, email campaigns are doing, and from there you can always deduce what works and what does not work. Then you can even see links that are clicked on your campaign. There you can see your click map. The map shows how people clicked on your email newsletter. Let's see. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. So, So let me just show us. Let me show us the engagement real quick and a few other things that you have to note in a CRM, because I think some of them are not here while MailChimp is taking time to load. Let's just switch it to stop presenting. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know when you can see my screen, please. Yeah, so this is
Yes, I
what
can
a
see your screen
MailChimp
now.
engagement looks like. It's like a yeah, thank you very much for the feedback. I appreciate it. So this is engagement. It's a CRM, and like I said, it has different sections. You have the marketing, you have the sales, you have the service, and you have the live chat. Most of the time, when organizations sign up for this, they have a sales team that is active on converting leads. So what they do is you have users. Yeah, you as a digital marketer, you are using this section, which is the marketing section. Then the sales team of your organization uses the sales section, and there are different, the menu and options and features of each section is different. The live chat is for you to set up your live chat where people on your website, where people can always chat you up immediately on your website. Then there is service, but what you need most of the time, this service. So for service now, it's also something that if you have it shows your tickets, automations, macros. This is also for your sales most of the time. For that is if you have questions from, uh let's say bank. Now you use your bank most of the time, and sometimes you have complaints and they give you a ticket ID. This is a way of doing that, right? You can see ticket ID here. Then it's kind of a let people who have access to your CRM knows that there are unresolved issues or complaints that need to be attended to. So even if I'm not around, anybody can also see on the dashboard the problems we have currently with our customers, right? Then you can always go there and solve them. Then you can assign them. You can see unassigned. When you have a ticket, you can always assign it to somebody in your team to take care of it. So that's what if you have a complaint, if you have an inquiry, if you have somebody who probably wants to make a purchase, you can always use the ticket section for it. So like I said, the ticket is for sales most of the time. So this is like a combo of your marketing and your sales. That's what this customer. So it has to come from marketing to sales where they eventually convert them. So you can see on your dashboard, you have your overview metrics and all of that. Yeah. So like I said, there is a contact here, and you can always have a list where on XYZ, demographics, interest, and whatever. So that is for contacts, and you can always import your contacts from there for this one in particular. So these are the you can always import your contacts, and these are the metrics. You can see address if it's important to your business, phone number, and every other information that you might want to request for are things that you can do with the CRM. So one of the major things I want to show us is under your automation. So I told you about journey where you can actually create emails, set of series of emails that are tailored for your premeditated cost. You already anybody who add an item to cart but does not eventually check out, right? The who have actually made one purchase and you want the person to make another purchase, right? then it should be different for somebody who just signed up to your newsletter from your home page and has not done anything else. You get, so that is the whole essence of the segmentation of email lists and having a consumer journey or sequences or drip campaigns or whatever you want to call it. So that is basically what this is about. So your sequence, oh geez, I can't really show you these things. So now he's asking for an upgrade because the contact list is now much. You have like 23,000 contacts. Oh, thought I was going to be able to show you this, but now they have to upgrade because the current plan is 20K contacts. So you have 23,000 contacts. You can actually do much again with this thing. I would have loved to show you this, but let's see. We just have to go back to. So let's just touch. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I would be able to show you this for the sequence and automations, because what the most important part of it is what you get to do is you can set email for, let's say, once somebody makes a purchase, automatically they get an email that says thanks for your purchase, blah blah blah. That is the beginning of a drip campaign, for example. Then from there you want to have another email that says another email that goes out in probably 2 or 3 days later, telling the person, depending on your strategy and your budget, you might say, okay, now thanks for your purchase, blah blah. They've gotten a thanks for your purchase message, then they get another message in 3 to 4 days telling them, asking maybe how was the product, have they got, maybe if they got it like a day or two before, you can send another email. We assume your product has arrived, give us a rating on, you understand, how you enjoy the product or whatever. That is another kind of email. Then maybe in another 4 days, another email goes out that say, okay, we are giving you a discount on if you make a purchase from so date to so date. The point is the person is a one-time buyer. You want to turn the person to a returning customer, right? So your objective for each set of campaign should be different, and you can always have set of series of emails, drips. They call them drips, they call them automations, they call them sequences, they can call them the consumer journey you saw on MailChimp, tailored to those set of people and with the aim of achieving something. Yeah, for example, with this automations here that is not showing anymore now. Let me just stop sharing it. I set a campaign at a time for people who would actually go to the website, they signed up to the newsletter, but they've not taken action. So these people have not done anything. Your emails should be tailored to trying to get them to take the desired action. For somebody who have added to cart, you might just want to send a reminder about the product that, oh, you forgot this in our cart. You can always check them out and make a purchase. So it depends on your overall strategy, right, to eventually do that. So can you write your name? Okay, thank you for that. So one important thing that you might want to note on this part, like I said, is your email list, depending on your, let me just show us something real quick. Say, for example, I have my email contacts, right? You can always import contacts. It's important when you use email platform like this. You can either write punch in your user their names one after the other, or you can use this bulk import where you just import large number of emails at a time, right? So I'm just going to import something real quick. Or not to show us, but just import something, upload. So most of the time, I think it works for almost every email platform, almost the same way. So once you import, like I said, your first name is mandatory, your first name is important. You have your surname, then that's the last name. So it's always important to match the field that is acceptable on your email platform to the field that is on your email list. Your email list comes in Excel CSV file. you can I will try and show us. That I might probably just have to share my own open one, and I'll just show my own computer for a second. So you get to see how to, so now it's saying name is matched to first name. You match your surname here to your last name. Then you match your email as well. Email date, if you feel is important, if you have you want to segment people that actually come in XYZ day, you can only maybe you run it or pack or whatever, or your website, or use your discount, and they got in on so XYZ dates. You can only send tailored messages to them. The whole point of your segmentation of your tag is to have tailored messages, right? Is to have tailored messages to these people. So I'm just going to share my whole screen for a sec so you can see how to stop presenting. Let me just share my entire screen. Yeah, so you can see. Let's see if you guys can see the screen. Nice.
Not yet.
Now, Uncle.
Yes, I can.
So yeah, on your email, on CSV, most of we have definitely used Excel before, so we are not new to Excel. You can always have sections like this. You can create other fields if the field you want, for example, depending on the software you are using, there's a way to create important things you want to track, right? So if it's telling me that there's a guest code on this document, you can see. So where do I want to match it to? If there's something I can match it to here, I can create custom field. You can see now custom field. I create a custom field and it allows me enter this to differentiate my client, right? So this is it. Then you have your date here. Which is your check-in date as well. You can use that as a check-in on an email. Each column is about, so that it can be easily detected. So it's always important to do that. Then when you want to save, you make sure you clean your list as well. Then you save as. Then you can always save as CSV. You can see CSV file. You can only save as CSV, or there is this delimit. Where's that one? I think it's just the CSV file. There's CSV, comma, delimited. Yes, there's CSV, this. So you can use any of these. There's Macintosh as well, MS-DOS. Just make sure it is CSV. Once it's CSV file, you can upload it to any email marketing software you are using. Then once you do that, you can always put your tags here. This is a section to add your tags. So these tags, for example, these lists are offline, people who came to offline to the business. Then I always use offline ticket buyer. So I can differentiate them for people who actually bought online, right? People who bought from the website, from people who bought from the physical store, right? It's important to always do that. Then you definitely merge contacts for people who have kind of registered on your platform before, that you don't have double contacts. Then you send double opt-in. I don't do this, but sometimes some platforms require you send double opt-in because they want to be sure you just didn't pick the list from somewhere. they have to be sure about that. So they might want to ask you to do double opt-in, so that your emails can actually confirm that they want to be subscribed to your list, right? So that is what double opt-in is about. So for email marketing, if we have, I tried, I wanted to show us the sequence and automations to see how to set them up. It's not letting me now. So I guess we might just have to skip that. Then there's forms. This is the pop-up form that actually show that's for that. We also saw it with MailChimp, where you can set up your sign-up form on your page, right? So that's that. Then here you can see this is the click map I was trying to show us before. It's telling us where people clicked on the ad. You can see those are links. It's saying people clicked on this part. This is an embedded link. Then people clicked here. So you can always see where people click on your email campaign. Yeah. So we are just going to do a quick run through on how to create these templates. Then we can just round up email marketing. Then we go to the digital marketing strategy I was talking about, which I'm going to show. So that will be a guideline to creating your capstone project, right? So this is, I'm 4 minutes past 11. Let's just run through creating a template. So creating a template, there are two ways to it. Once you want to send your email, you can decide to send plain text, and you can decide to send HTML template, which is the newsletter one, where you have images, you can embed video links, you can do all of that. So you can see, like I said, for MailChimp, one of the reasons why MailChimp was one of the first platforms I started using, and one of the reasons why I liked it was even when I had no prior knowledge, I could just understand what they want me to do, because what I need to do, because it is well explanatory and it's easy to use. You can always try any of these templates if you feel they suit to what you want to do, to your advert type. You can always, but somebody said something. I was reading a book and they talked about email is a marketing book actually. So we were talking about email marketing and why the person feels you shouldn't send HTMLs like this, that so that so that there's a possibility that it might not be open, still ends up in spam or whatever. One of the things that would not make your email to end up in spam is, first of all, using a strong platform like MailChimp, where they have strong email signature. So for MailChimp now, most times when you send emails to them, this is why they also do most of this, their double check, where they ask you to do double opt-in, this and that, just to make sure your email appears at in the inbox and not in the spam. Also, if you are using domain, make sure your domain has a solid web hosting. Probably you have your domain for your email. If your email address is your attached to your website domain, make sure your hosting is strong, so that it can, and your domain is strong as well, so that it's not those ones you can do to make your email not appear in the spam box as well, and follow guidelines from the two salesy. Like I said, we can always create, use any of these. You can see if you design one with codes, you can always do that here. You can import HTML as well. If you download from to use Intersa Marketer or something, it's another platform where we were using to send bulk bulk email then. So I would create the template on a MailChimp, then I will download it, then upload or import it to that platform. So you can download from MailChimp now, upload it to EngageBay or another platform of your choice. Then you can it's also option to create your own. Just trying to I don't know where I can't see it now. Just a second. There's option for you to create your own if you don't want to. Can you guys hear me? I know I've not lost you guys again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I can create templates from here. There are not. Just a second, guys. My internet is kind of acting up today. Okay, let's see. I just want to show us how to before we yeah. So here there is create email automation website social post. Wow, why is this not letting me create my own to design email? So you can always connect your social accounts to it as well. If you, I think I'll start from scratch. So this is what I was looking for. Start from scratch. Yeah. So if I don't want to use any of their templates, I can always start from scratch. So this is what we have here. I hope you guys can see my screen. So these are your layouts. Then this is your what you are doing, right? So you can always include layouts. For example, I can delete this. I want to have my header. Most of the time, you might want to have your header on your ad. You just drop it here. So once you drop this here, then what do you want to have on the header? Image, right? Probably an image. You drop it here. So it has now you can have your image on this part of your your email. Probably you have a banner of what your email campaign is about. For example, you are giving a discount. Then in this place you have a banner that's telling the person about the discount, right? So that's that. Then you can always there's text here. Uh you can always include text, other text as well. So if you feel there are layouts you want to use here, maybe you need to have two images by the side or one vertical and one just horizontal. You para to add heading. Then I can just say just this thing. I can't even wait to. It's making my laptop. Does anyone have any questions so far? Hello, can you guys hear me?
I can.
Sorry about that. Talk is, I don't know, is acting up. It has been good all this while. So maybe, for example, you have apologies, guys. Sorry. Use code. Let's see. Bootcamp 1. So we can have an heading that says this. Then you have a button, which is your CTA. This is it as well. It's important to always add this to your campaign, the button. So once you add your CTA, you can have your link here. Let's say www.hackcity.tech. Have your link here. Then you have your alignment, wherever you want. You can make it rounded. You can make it a peel. You can see this is just to style it. Then you can change the color here. The color from here, you can always change your color to your company, to your brand color, right? Your brand color, you can change it to it from here. Then you can also do so you can change the text. So it can be use.
So, are you sharing your screen? Because I don't think we can see it.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that I've been logged out and now I can't share my screen again. So yes, I'm back sharing my screen. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. So yeah, you have your heading. Then you can see use discounts now, depending on what your CTA, sign up, register now, book now, take offer, accept offer, depending on what your content is about. Then your overall objective is for the person to take action. The action should be stated in your CTA. At the positioning might be, you definitely probably have to be lower below, probably after every information you want to give to the person. But if you probably don't have much information, your flyer probably says get discount, blah 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 blah, use code bootcamp 1.0, then use discount. So this person, because this person knows your brand, it's not just you, and the person has actually interacted with your brand. Because if you type your email in this format, the person will definitely take action because they know, okay, we have your email subject line can go the first name. What's the person's first name? We have so discount for you. We have a discount for you. So the person knows this person is getting a discount. He clicks on it, then sees this, then take action, right? That is the point of, so your overall objective should be stated. Then you have your what else? You have your socials, right? Which is this. It's important to also have this section on your campaign. Once you have it like this, you can always add another one. Probably you want to add for TikTok, whatever platform, website. Then what you put here is your page URL, right? Your Facebook page, the URL of your Facebook page, not just for Instagram as well. Let me just see if I can get Instagram from here. It's our Instagram. Link here. No, it's not. So Instagram is not linked to this. So your Instagram account URL, just copy most of the time you have to use your web. Once you go to your home page, for example, I'm very sure we know how to do this. Let me just show it. In case I'm wrong. So you can just pick this, then you come here, then you just paste, right? Just copy. Once you go to your social platform, then you click your profile. That page that shows your profile, copy the URL and paste it. So anybody that clicks this, it takes them to your page. They are not following you before they might want to follow. Then these are other things you can do with it. Change the styling. If you want it to be in a particular way, you can always do that. Medium, small, large, depending on what you want. Then the spacing, if you want them to come closer, you want them to be farther from each other. So those are the basic things you can do with the social. Then you have your code. If you have a code, you have a video too. So for video, let me just show us real quick how to do this video thing. So let's say instead of this place, let me delete this. I want a video to be here now. I want a video to be here. So I can so for video now, what this is okay. I'm coming. Please enter a URL. So let's see. Because then what we'll do is you would embed your I want to add a video from YouTube, right? Which is one of the best way to add your video. You don't add your video, you don't upload your video directly on your email because that means your email will take time to load. So it's not good. Once your email takes time to load, people might not be interested. So it's important to I hope you guys can still see my screen, right? Copy video URL. Let's see. So I've copied the URL here. Nice. So before now, you could not actually paste a video like this, where you just click the video, then you copy the URL and the video comes there. So now you can see the alt text is there, which is important to always note, even on your social media. I think I said something about when you're uploading directly on Instagram or Facebook, it's important to add alt text. So when you upload your picture and you get to the place where you are writing your caption, there is an option. When you scroll down, you see advanced settings. Click on advanced settings, you see alt text. Add exactly what you have as your caption, as your alt text. And for video, what you can do is once you upload a real video where you are adding your caption as well, always add topics. There's option for topics. Always use those topics. You can add a maximum of 3. Always use that. So before now you could not do this, but now you can do this. But for platforms where you probably cannot do email marketing platforms, they don't allow this yet. What you can do is to come to code. If you want to put a video on your campaign, you can always come to code. Then yeah. So let's see. So for code now, you come here, For example, you want to how do we do it? So you click on share. I hope you guys can hear me. So this is not it. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so you go to, let's go to a YouTube and see a video now. I'm just going to, so let's click on this video. Now we are watching, right? So then you click this one, embed. This embed button is also a way to share. Maybe you want to upload your video on any other platform. So you can always embed your video on on a landing page, on any other way like that. So you just come here, you click share, then you click embed, then you can copy this code here and paste. You can also add a couple of things like when you want it to start. So once you put a start time here, that means whoever is clicking seeing your video on your email campaign will see it from the time you put for it to start, basically. So that's what this start is about. If you don't mind, you can just copy. Then once you copy it, you come here, see, you paste. Let's see what it does. Nothing. I think it's not doing anything more. I'm coming. It's supposed to show. Yeah, yes. Mm. It's supposed to show here like this. I don't know why it's not showing. Wow. Anyways, you can use this YouTube one now. I guess probably that's why it's not showing. But once I add it here, it's supposed to. Let's see preview. Hmm. That means it's probably not supported. Well, it's understandable since they have option for you to just paste the URL of the video. Then there's no point embedding a video link again. But before now, you could not do this. So we would actually just embed the code on this platform. But you can always note the technique, or what do I call it now? The other way, the alternative, should in case your email platform does not allow it. Once you click on this code thing, most of the time you would see it. Let's see, should we try? I'm not trying to waste time on this email marketing again. I just want us to touch. We've used 30 minutes already. So like I said, just note that, and you can always use it when you want to create a campaign that needs you to add a video to, and you don't have option to put a URL like this. So every other thing here is the button. Important, you have a CTA button, you add your text, then your social. If you probably is a survey form you want to use, you can always use this. Then on your layout, you can select what you want. If I want 4 images to appear here, I can just do that here. Then I drop images. Every of the images I drop is going to pop up for 4 slides like this. So yeah, then you have your this side. You would have put in your registering, right? While registering for it, you would have put your company name, your address. So it just copies it and paste like that. It's also important to make sure there's a non-subscribe link on your ad, but because you are on your campaign, because you are using MailChimp, that's it. If you don't have a subscribe link on your email, most of the time your email might be in spam box because you don't have a non-subscribe button for people to actually subscribe and leave your email list. That's another important thing. And one thing I wanted to also show is there's also a way for you can personalize, right? It's important to also personalize where you yeah, first name. So the reason for this is so that, for example, you want to send address, I can always use this for for uh for subjects, for your subject, and also for your subject, and also for in your email content as well. You can your personalized thing. So now let's just go into, do you have any questions? Drop links to a couple of oh, sorry, can you guys hear me now? I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm just going to delve into Hello, guys. Sincere apologies for this. I don't even know what to say again. My network just keeps acting up. Uh, Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
How long was I gone for? How many minutes? Like, where did you last catch? Did can you see my screen? Training is 5 hours. Wow. Our training is even 5 hours now. Abba. Thanks for that. Thanks for the comic relief. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
It's clear, Abi. So I was saying your overall project, this is what your capstone project is about. So I'm going to add a couple of other things to this one now, where we can, I said I'm going to add PR strategy. I'm going to add, uh, I'm going to add influencer marketing. Your PR strategy is your off. There's on-page SEO and there's off-page SEO, right? And there's also the need to have other kind of marketing strategies incorporated in your overall digital marketing strategy. Yes, there's the digital part. Sometimes you might even get to chip in when people are talking about they're talking about traditional marketing platforms that they will be using, right? So it's important well, the PR strategy is basically news, website, external blogs that you have that you think will be good to post content about the brand. There is legit NG. There is all those external blogs. If even Instablog Nigeria, if you feel it's a good way to market the brand, you would input that under the PR strategy part. So I'm going to. So now, like I said, the overview. Your overview is like what the document contains, right? You will tell us what your document contains. Then you go to your goals and objectives, the goals and objective of the business, you list them here. All these things will be, you are doing all of that. Then your community and marketing channels, right? You list all the channels you intend to use for marketing. You put them all on this part. And I'm going to share a link to this plan, but it won't be editable, so you can just look at it. But I'm also I will also I will also list those sections that you need to cover. There is SWOT analysis here where you talk about the strengths, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threats, right? You include that. Then you have your social media audits where you just give a breakdown. And we have I sent link to is it Social Blaze? I sent links to a couple of tools you can use to audit yeah, but for this now you don't need social media audits because it's a new business. So I would definitely remove this from what I'm sending to you. So you don't need social media audit. Then you need your competitors analysis. If you can even have this is platform, these are your competitors in the business. You have a name, their platform, then you kind of oh sorry. You kind of talk about a brief on your competitor and the number of followers they have on platforms, right? Then you do that for your competitors analysis, for competitors, nice. Then under it, you can also take a snap of what their social media page looks like. So give an insight on what type of content they are creating. So that's for competitors analysis. Then your target audience, important. You have to define your audience, right? Before you can start proposing solutions. So your target audience is another important part of your. So like I said, maintain font and color, font size, font color, maintain your header now. For example, the size of this thing you can see is uniform across board. Is uniform here. Is uniform even to this one. So then your text should have uniform font and size and color. So you list your audience, your target audience, you list them there. Then once you've done that, you go to your user persona or user avatar, where you create a bio, a short bio of who your perceived audience are, how they look, what their interests and desires are. You can use this to do something like that. Then you go to your hashtags, which are the branded, your hashtags that you think would work for the brand. And you should have researched for these hashtags. You don't just bring hashtags, research for these hashtags. And also your brand guides, you might remove this, not necessarily important, but I think you can put it. I will ask for this information, so I'll give it to you so you can add it. And one thing I wanted to add is I gave us a couple of assignments that we failed to do, which is I gave us one assignment asking us to go to use keywordtool.io to research for our keywords that are related to our business, right? Then and I said we should write one article on those on that question keyword. I said go to keywordtool.io, search for keywords related to your business, click on the question section of keywordtool.io. Let me just do a quick review of that, recap of that. Yeah, so you can know what I'm talking about. I've shown it a couple of times. I said you go to keywordtool.io. So the assignments now would be to, let's say this is Google, and let's say student. This is why I'm trying to give us as many time. Payment platform. Okay, let's just see. Your keyword can also be competitor's name, right? No, not global. Yeah, Nigeria. The target audience should determine where your ad is going to. Nigeria. Let's say search. So I think this payment gateway is not a good keyword. So how to pay international school fees from Nigeria? How to pay foreign school fees in Nigeria? These are blog ideas that you can write content. Are they paying school fees? How do I pay for international school fees in Nigeria? These are blog titles that can serve as FAQs, right? Like I said. So how to pay school fees abroad from Nigeria. So you can always look at this depending on what your project is. Then look for keywords that are related to that brand in your overall digital marketing strategy. Include, I will create section where you put keywords that are related to the business, right? That is one. Then you will not to give you too many things to do. So let me just remove. I would have asked that you now write the blog content. Just put those keywords that you feel are important to the business. Then I hope everyone is here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you put those keywords there. Then you put suggested blog titles as well. You include them in that section of keywords, right? That is what you need to do in that part. Then you have your strategy. You input your strategy here. Then you put your ads strategy as well. What strategy you think they can use to run ads? Then you come to content calendar, which we treated when we did content marketing, where you are going to develop a week content. So now you are not developing a week content, you are just giving us a skeleton of the type of content that can be created on a weekly basis, right? This is Monday, this is Tuesday. You put your objectives, then your time, then format and platforms. You do that for your content calendar. Then is that somebody have a question? So most of you don't need this community content calendar thing. Then you put your budget. How much do you intend to spend for your ad? You put that here. Then you put recommendations. What are the things you think you recommend for the brand to do so that they can actually excel and achieve their goals and objectives? So that is basically what the project is about. So I'm going to list out the outlines of what your project should contain, and we can start working on them. So they will be presented, I think, next week. That's the final project for this bootcamp, right? So it's important to note that this project, like I said, there will be external people coming to look at what we are presenting, right? So it's important to position yourself in the right light, if that is correct, in terms of taking your time to review everything we've treated and developing a good strategy. Some will be retained for paid internships with us. The external people might feel they need to pick some people and give them opportunities to work with them. And overall, it is also a determinant for those that are going to graduate. If you don't do the project, you don't get certification for being part of this bootcamp. Yeah, so you need it to get your certification and to graduate from this bootcamp. So and also it's a good way to brushing up everything you've learned and put it to use. So it gives you, once you've done this, we would always, during the presentation, there will be recommendations and people will always, there will be critics and everything that would also shape you to have better, to be a better decision, to take better decisions with your strategy whenever you are creating for your organization at the end of the day. So I don't know, does anybody have any questions they will want to ask concerning what we treated today, concerning what we treated today, and concerning the capsule project or concerning the overall strategy? Does anyone have any question or anything they want to know? Omalade, Faith, Grace, Mr. Barrow. Does anyone have any question?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, well done, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. My network really misbehaved today. Please, I know they will definitely make the video available. If when it's available, I will have to go through. I'm so sorry. Network was just logging me out, logging in, so
Oh,
I couldn't follow through.
I guess it's the two of us because my network was acting up for a couple of times today too. So I just said overall of everything I said was, well, after we've done email marketing and data marketing strategy, I said this data marketing strategy is your capstone project. I'm going to share you the highlights, overview, outline of the things you are going to put in that project. sorry, we are going to divide everyone into two groups. There will be people who work on the first product, Pyramid, and people who work on Educat as well. So, and I said I'm going to list out everything you will need to include in that document once you work on it. And I said the best, some will get paid internships. That are the best, the ones that did very well. They'll get paid internships with us, and some might get opportunities with the external people coming to grade your presentations. So it's important that you take time to diligently deliver something solid, right? So you can always look at those videos to understand anything that you need to include, and you can always ask questions as well, so that in my DM or in the group, so that we can so you can present something really good. And like I said, take note of all the little aesthetics, the design, your color should be uniform, your font size uniform, your font type as well, so we can deliver something neat and sweet. Yeah, so that's basically everything I said, and I have given us that once you don't do this project, you can't graduate. So it's important we take the project seriously and deliver. I think it's next week. So which is why I'm trying to just finish up today, so that you have enough time to start working on the project, right? So it's a good way to begin your digital marketing journey, right? So thank you very much. Does anyone have any other question they want to ask? Let me check here. Please don't forget to uh to put your attendance. I've logged out for a couple of time, so I'm not seeing any name here. You might want to put in your name if you've not. So to mark your attendance. This class will be recorded and shared in the group, so you can take your review question after the class, and I will be sending in a couple of things. And before I forget, I said I wanted to show us ChatGPT. Do I still show us, or we should just wrap up?
Sure.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so I'm sure you might have heard about it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I don't know if you use it. I use it very well, and I feel it's a tool that can make it easy for you as a digital marketing person, content developer, content creator, content writer, or anything. So I'm trying to log in now. Yeah. So let me share this link with you in the group. So you can always just a second. So let me go to the group again. Okay, I'm going to share the link so you can sign up. This is it is saying it's a login link, but when you open the page, you see sign up. Just click on sign up and sign up. So I sign up to this. It's a good way to, I think it's a good thing, and they are always improving it. And I feel it will make your work easier. It can help you write blog articles. Anyways, you probably have to check for plagiarism, and you probably trying to log in. This network should not just mess me up. Okay. So this is ChatGPT basically. So it's an AI tool where you can always ask questions and it gives you answers. It's not like Google. Google is a search engine, but this kind of is more interactive than Google. Google brings you results from other websites. This kind of answers you real time. Yeah. So I send a link. You can always sign up to it. So I use it for developing social media content. You can use it to create captions. You can use it to do a couple of researches and all of that. Like yeah, I'm saying create 3 Facebook ad copies for an ebook titled, so it depends. It's basically computer, garbage in, garbage out. you can always use it to create content, depending on what you want. If you want to create social media content, you can use it to develop a social media calendar as well. It just depends on how you word it, right? So this is when I wanted to use it for I'm trying to create a social media content for my personal self on LinkedIn now. So now I'm giving it information now. I said I am a digital marketer with this experience. I have little to zero presence on LinkedIn and I intend to build my personal brand. So it's always important to give it enough information. Now I uploaded all my CV. I just copied all my CV and I put it on this platform now. And it kind of created a weekly content plan for my personal branding in digital marketing for me. And here it's telling me topic week 1. I have a topic. I should write a blog post. I should create a video. You can use it to write video scripts also. You can use it to write video scripts. If you intend to create a video, it will word it for you. Then you can always now use there's artificial intelligence, then use your human intelligence to make sure things are in the right place. But it's important you don't depend on it way too much that you don't get to proofread whatever it has written. Sometimes it might not be correct, so it's important to always proofread what it has written and always use it for universal topics, not topics that are opinion based. You understand, there are some topics that are opinion based, so it doesn't give you somebody's biased opinion. So it's important you things that have universal what do I call it, resources, things that can be seen on the internet and it is defined, well defined. So now I said it should create a weekly plan for me, and it's created it, and it's telling me to write a blog post, create a video. Then I further asked it to do what again now? Write the content planned for each week. So it also remembers. So when it remembers your conversation now, after it has listed things that I should do, it said I should create a video step-by-step guide. I can even ask it to write a script for this video, and it's going to write it. So it's something I feel you can always use when you're writing your blog articles. You can also use it. You have a set of keywords. I'll write a blog article on XYZ topic using the keywords. You list those keywords there and it will write it for you. Then you can now proofread and remove whatever you think it should not be. Write an email to an audience segment who have actually interacted with my brand. They actually added my item to cart, but they've not made the purchase. Let's try that. Right. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
But my text is small, Abby. I hope you guys can see my screen. So there are a lot of things you can do with it. It's just for you to it's garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put into it, give it enough information. Give it, if you have a backstory to what you are trying to do, always include it. If you need it to talk to a specific audience, try and define those audience in your write-up. So write an email content for an audience segment that have interacted with my Facebook ad. They have visited a website and some have added items to cart, but they have not made a successful purchase. So, okay, give them a discount valid till let's say July 5th, camp 1. Then I can go on and say go on and say create a compelling subject line as well. Okay, write an email with an email content to my website. Yeah, just trying to make sure for typos and until yeah. So let's see what I said. Write an email content for an audience segment that interacted with my Facebook ad. This should be okay. They have visited my website and some have added items to cart to their cart, but they have not made a successful purchase. Give them a discount valid till July 5th with the promo code BTCMP1. Create a compelling email subject as well. So let's see. So you can see now, it's saying subject line, exclusive offer inside, get discount off plus limited time promo code. Is giving you discount now. Get discount. You have to list what is it, 10% or 20% discount off plus limited time promo code. This is your subject line. Then you have hello audience segmenting, which is telling you to personalize the email with the first name of the person, right? We notice you have recently visited our website. Or sometimes as a content developer or content writer, you might experience writer's block. So it's important to use something like this. So is telling you this is what you should write. For example, myself now, if I to use this to use this email, I will say, okay, I'm using this part up to this part. Then I'm not going to use. Here are a few reasons why it is the perfect time to complete your purchase. Well, I don't think I should do that, depending on what your strategy is, but I don't think it is necessary to have explain why they should take the offer. You've given them a 5%. The enough reason should be your promo code and the limited time they have, right? So depending on how you want to be, you can just put, don't miss out on this opportunity to grab your favorite items at an unbeatable price, blah blah blah. Then you have best regards, your name, your position, your brand. Remember, this discount is even giving you, and this is kind of another tactics where it's telling them to a PS postscript that they should remember this is valid to act now to save. Then you have your CTA. You eventually define your design your CTA that takes them to where you want them to take action. So now it has written this. I can just say, okay, this is too salesy. Make it more personalized and direct. Let's see. So now it has is rewriting it now in another way. So it's saying first name now, because I said it should be more personalized and direct. So it's putting the person's first name as the subject line. We have a special offer just for you. Hello, this. We hope this email finds you well. Then I'm just going to remove all this part as well. But it kind of refined it to be more personalized rather than just selling. So he's saying this discount is just for you, even though it's not just for the person. Don't miss out on the chance to get the products you've had your eye on at the special price. Remember, the promo code is valid till act now. So that's one of the things you can always use this, and I feel it's something a digital marketer should know about. You can use it to write captions. You have a video, you have a content you don't even know what you are blank up there for at that particular time. You can use it to write your content. You can use it to create emails, blog articles, give it the keywords you want to use, give it a title. You can even use it to suggest title. I have used it to, what are the frequently asked questions on XYZ on this, it will bring it up for you. Create an article on these topics. It creates the article on all of the frequently asked questions. And those are easy keyword SEO optimized content that you can just put on your website. You can use it to rephrase. You can use it to do all of that. I'm not doing marketing for ChatGPT now. I'm just telling you it's a tool that you should use as a digital marketer, but don't rely too much on it. You can always reward it. Don't just copy and paste. You have to kind of now you look at it and see that it is not too robotic, right? You have to give it the human life. So thank you very much, guys. I just wanted to show us this. I think it's something we can use as well. So you'll be getting a recording, and I'll be sharing everybody to different groups where they can take their. Yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. So where they can take their, you can know your where you fall, which group you fall in, and you can start working on your project. Thank you very much, guys. I wish you success. Thank you, Faith. I think Faith is a very funny person. Why is she laughing now? Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to probably miss you, but we'll get to see in the group. There's a community for us. Make sure we are active. There are other opportunities for that will be shared in the community. So please let's all be active. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.